Now we discuss next problem. If 1 plus iota upon 1 minus iota to the power m is equal to 1, then find the least positive integral value of m. So given 1 plus iota upon 1 minus iota to the power m. So we want to find here value of m for which 1 plus iota upon 1 minus iota is equals to 1. Given 1 plus iota upon 1 minus iota. If you rationalize, we multiply numerator and denominator by 1 plus iota, or will be equals to 1 plus iota whole square upon 1 minus iota square. This will be 1 plus iota square plus 2 iota upon, because iota square is minus 1, so 1 minus minus 1 to the power m. Because iota square is minus 1, so 1 minus 1 will be 0. You find 2 iota divided by 2 to the power m, or is equals to iota to the power m. So least integer value of m is 4, because iota to the power 4 is 1, so m is 4 here. So least positive integral value of m is 4 here. Answer is 4. Now we discuss next problem. Find real values of theta for which 3 plus 2 iota sin theta upon 1 minus 2 iota sin theta is purely real. So given that 3 plus 2 iota sin theta divided by 1 minus 2 iota sin theta. So first we change this number in a plus iota b form by multiplying numerator and denominator by 1 plus 2 iota sin theta, 1 plus 2 iota sin theta in numerator and denominator. So in numerator we find 3 plus 6 iota sin theta plus 2 iota sin theta minus 4 iota square sin square theta, or in denominator we find 1 minus 2 iota sin theta whole square, 1 square minus this, because a plus b into a minus b is a square plus b square. Now iota square is minus 1, it means minus minus plus, so this will be 3 plus 4 sin square theta, or this is 8 iota sin theta divided by 1, because iota square is minus 1, so minus minus plus 1 plus 4 sin square theta. Because given that number is purely real, it means its imaginary part will be 0. So 3 plus 4 sin square theta upon 1 plus 4 sin square theta is its real part, and iota 8 sin theta upon 1 plus 4 sin square theta is its imaginary part. Given that number is purely real, it means imaginary part will be 0, so 8 sin theta upon 1 plus 4 sin square theta is its imaginary part. This will be 0 because number is purely. So we find 8 sin theta is equal to 0, or sin theta is equals to 0. This is value of sin 0 degree. But we know that if sin theta is equals to sin alpha, then theta will be equals to n pi plus minus 1 to the power n into alpha, where n belongs to I here. Using this result, we find theta will be equals to n pi, because alpha is 0 here, so theta will be equals to n pi, where n belongs to I. This is answer of this problem. Now we discuss evaluate square root of minus 5 plus 12 iota. So we want to find here square root of minus 5 plus 12 iota. Let this is equals to x plus iota y. Now on squaring both sides, we find minus 5 plus 12 iota is equal to x square plus iota square y square, it means y square plus 2 iota xy. And we know that if two complex numbers are equal, its real and imaginary part are separately equal. So x square minus y square will be equals to minus 5 and 2xy will be equals to 12. So xy will be equals to 6. Using the formula x square plus y square is equal to under root x square minus y square whole square plus 4x square y square. Now on putting the value of x square minus y square and given that x square minus y square is minus 5, so minus 5 square will be equal to 25 plus 4 into value of xy is 6, it means 6 square will be 36, or this will be equal to 25 plus 144, or will be equal to under root 169. This is 13. So value of x square plus y square is equal to 13 here. Now on solving, x square minus y square is equal to minus 5 and x square plus y square is equal to 13. We find x square will be equal to 4. So x will be equal to plus minus 2 and y square is equal to 9. It means y will be equal to plus minus 3. Now because product of x and y is positive here, so if x is equal to 2, then y will be equal to 3. So complex number, it means the square root of this complex number will be 2 plus iota 3. Or if x is equal to minus 2, then y will be equal to minus 3. So square root of this complex number will also be minus 2 minus iota 3. So square root of this complex number minus 5 plus 12 iota is 2 plus iota 3 and minus 2 minus iota 3. Now next problem, if a plus iota b into c plus iota d into e plus iota f into g plus iota h is equal to a plus iota b, then so that a square plus b square into c square plus d square into e square plus f square into g square plus h square will be equal to a square plus b square. So given that a plus iota b into c plus iota d into e plus iota f into g plus iota h is equal to a plus iota b. So given that a plus iota b into c plus iota d into e plus iota f into g plus iota h is equal to a plus iota b. Now mod of a plus iota b into c plus iota d into e plus iota f into g plus iota h will be equal to a plus iota b mod, taking mod on both sides. So left side will be equal to a plus iota b mod into c plus iota d mod into a plus iota f mod into g plus iota h mod is equal to a plus iota b mod. Now on squaring both sides, we find a plus iota b mod whole square into c plus iota d mod whole square into e plus iota f mod whole square into g plus iota h mod whole square is equal to a plus iota b mod whole square. and we know that modulus of a complex number will be equal to its real part square plus its imaginary part square under root. So this will be a square plus b square under root whole square. It means a square plus b square. This will be c square plus d square. This will be e square plus f square, or this will be g square plus h square is equal to a square plus b square. Hence proof.